I just loved it. I loved it. Like, I just loved the problem of it. Like, you couldn't control anything. It was like basketball. You know, I grew up playing ball, and like the rim was always going to be 10 feet, and the ball was always going to be the size of the ball. And like, if I could get open, I can practice enough where I can hit that shot, you know, or I can practice enough where I can get by guys. But with comedy, it was like, it doesn't matter how much you practice. You don't know what the fuck the rim is going to be like that day. You don't know what the fuck the, you know, ball is going to be like that. Everything changes. So it was like this constant problem. It's like, how do I control all these different things at one time? I just fucking loved it.
You know, I have an anecdote. I always crack jokes, and I go, I'm 56. I got one foot in the grave, one a banana peel. But the truth of the matter is, I got one foot in the grave, but I'm still learning something every day.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a lot of regular people listen to this, and a lot of comic people listen to this. And I tell a lot of young comedians not to be in a rush, that it's a journey.
Yeah.
And the journey is the best part because you get to find the treasure that is life. Life is a fucking treasure.
But that shit is so hard. Like, you know, it's like, you know how like every rich person says money doesn't make you happy, and every poor person's like, man, once I get some money, I'm gonna be happy.
Right.
It's like, my mom would say the same shit to me because she was like 3-time U.S. ballroom dance champion. Like, so in her field, she was like the best. And she would always say, the journey is the best. Like, enjoy. You know, I'd come home from sets and bombing and just having like a whole bunch. She'd be like, she's like, listen, this is the best part
of your life.
This is the most exciting. And even now, when I look back on it, and now I'm having all this success, like, I still remember like diner hangouts. You know what I mean? After spots, like just me and like the guys I started with, just fucking roasting each other at a diner, Veselka, 2 a.m. Like those are the memories that like stick with me for some reason.
How long did you have a day? Did you keep a day job while you were doing comedy?
I did. I was probably not doing. I lived with my parents for as long as I could, but I was probably doing a day job for the first maybe 3 years. And then I just kind of lived off scraps and then nothing. I would get like a little gig here or there. And then like the second I could, you know, maybe a college gig would pop up and I would just kind of like live off, you know, $5 a day or $10 a day eating falafels for, you know, 2-3 meals if I could. And then eventually some things started to happen. And then, you know, I got one thing, I got the next thing, and I could make just enough. And if I had to rent out my room in my apartment, I would do that. But it was just, how do I focus all my time on comedy? I had some savings from working. Like, my whole hustle with comedy was I had some savings from working in college, and I was like, I'm going to spend all that money, and hopefully by the time I'm at zero, I'll make money doing comedy. So I just invested everything I had saved my whole life into learning how to do comedy.
You know, I always see these people that invest in the stock market or gamble, and I always tell people, if you're going to gamble, gamble on yourself.
Yeah.
I've always gambled on me, and I've always bet on me. And to be honest with you, I've always been the underdog.
Yeah.
And I've known this when I walk into the room.
Yeah.
You know, that's what keeps me fucking bouncing.
Yeah.
You know? But you've taken the hustle in a different way.
You got to do it, man.
And there's not too many people that get the system. You know, you become an open micer, you fight, you start getting a little bit, and all of a sudden Comedy Central or somebody gets involved, and then you scrap, then something good happens, and then nothing happens for a while.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, my agent's going to help me, or my manager's going to help me,
Yeah.
or my friend said, and at the end of the day, the only person that can help you is you.
Yeah.
You have to sit down, evaluate where you are, grab a notebook, and set out a plan.
That's it.
And stick to that plan.
Yeah.
And whether your mother dies, whether your dog gets hit by a car, that thing gets executed. And you do it enough, and it just becomes secondary. And next thing you know, I think that 90% of people don't stick with things because they don't see the results the first year.
They need it quick.
And that's what this journey taught me. I had no patience. I want that pussy now. I want that grandma Coke now. I want that pork fried rice now.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. But by the time I got into comedy, I was 32. And I had already been beat up by life. I had already been to prison, you know. So I was like, if I do this, I'm going to do this the right way. I asked 1,000 questions. I got a job.
Yeah.
as like a door guy at a club. I asked 1,000 questions.
Yeah.
I knew the other day somebody wrote, restock your shirts. You could make more money. And I'm like, if I wanted to make money, I would have got into selling cocaine.
Yeah.
When I got into this in the beginning, from day one, I always said, there's not going to be any money.
Yeah.
And that's what made this journey for a guy like me even better, because I'm like everybody else.
Yeah.
I was waiting to get money to make me happy.
Yeah, you can't get good at money. That's the thing I realized. Like, money isn't a skill, right? So it's like I can't get good at that. I can get good at a skill, and I've realized, at least, wherever there's greatness, there's money. Like, you could be the best at darts, and that motherfucker's making money. Nobody that's the best at something isn't making some money. So my feeling was like, I'm just going to do the shit I love, and money will find it.
Money will find it.
But I never... And the other thing is, like, I realized, like, if I'm kind of, like, maniacal with my work ethic, like, but I gotta love it. So my feeling was like, I'll just do the shit that I love, and then I'll work my ass off on it. And I know I can outwork you. You know, even if you're better than me or you're more gifted than me or something like that, like, it's just, I'll outwork you. But I can only do that if I really love it. So I know I love stand-up more than anything. So I don't mind, grinding as hard as like tomorrow I'm gonna take a flight at midnight to New York. I land at 9 a.m. I'll do 2 podcasts, and then I hop on a flight to Russia. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people just won't do that. A lot of people will be like, I'm gonna be tired. So I'll just subtract tired. I'll subtract a lot of shit that's fucked up. Like, I haven't seen a lot of my friends' kids. It fucking sucks. But, like, there's certain things you got to sacrifice if you want to be great at things.
You didn't get put on this planet to look at kids anyway. You're going to look at your own kid when you have your own
That's
kid.
for Epstein.
That's the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
I've been watching you. I've been watching your movements and stuff, because I love watching. I love... You don't learn, but you learn by watching. Let me see what Richard Jennings doing. Let me see what this guy's doing. Let me see what this guy's doing. Oh, this guy's putting $200,000 into a special that he really fucking thinks he's going to sell. Good luck, fucko. You watch. And I just figured out your whole game. Number one, you're a psych major. Number two, you're an old hoopster. And when you're an old hoopster, you always know one thing. That guy is practicing right now.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.